Hello everyone and welcome back to Make Your Mind. This is a video that I had delayed slightly, so I do apologize, but there was something going on for me outside of YouTube, so you only had to wait an extra day. But now it's finally done, and here it is. This is going to be my depiction of the subspecies of creatures that I actually made for the last Saturday premiere. If you didn't watch the last premiere, go check it out right here. Go check out that sculpture right there. That is of the Krayt Dragon, which was the creature that was featured in the Mandolorian Season 2, Episode 1, or Chapter 9, called The Marshal. It's where they actually had to defeat a Krayt Dragon in order to make peace with the Tusken Raiders and the people of Freedom Town, or also known as Mos Pelgo. And they encountered this, which was the Greater Krayt Dragon. But now, with the help of this little handy pedestal that I made, I am now going to show you all the subspecies in the Star Wars universe of this very creature, known as the Canyon Krayt Dragon. There it is. Check this out. A little bit of a color palette change. Also quite a bit smaller, because the Canyon Krayt Dragon in the Star Wars mythos is meant to be, they're not sure whether it's a subspecies or if it's actually the juvenile version of the Greater Krayt Dragon. They're actually not quite sure which one it is. I'm actually going to make it to where that it is a juvenile Greater Krayt. So I kept with the same sort of design. As you can see, I have the scales going down the back, but I have this iridescent sort of gray and brown going all the way down the creature's back, along to this sort of tail end that sort of ends with this sort of plated end, like that. So you can see I have the three sort of spines on the top, but they're a little bit less refined. I got the mouth with the much larger version of the same eyes, as you see in the Krayt Dragon here. They're much smaller. It has the same sort of jagged teeth, and it also has the little pink tongue on the inside. But as you can see, the Greater Krayt, this one has 10 legs, this one only has 6, because as the Krayt Dragon gets bigger, it actually grows more legs. And this one, with it being a Canyon Krayt, is meant for walking on hard surfaces, and it can dig, but only for short distances. So here, oops, sorry, one of his toes got bent. There we go. So as you can see, the toes are bent sort of more outwards instead of together like they are with the Greater Krayt. Because with the Greater Krayt, those are meant to be paddles so that it basically can swim under the sand, whereas with this creature will actually run, and with the more limbs that it grows, the faster it will go, and it will eventually adapt and be able to only live in the sand, like it did in the Mandalorian. But in this case, as you can see, the color palette's changed. It's much darker. I used a dark brown and red mixed together. And then I have the white claws, of course, with the iridescent gray and brown. And I have the yellow eyes, which will eventually change into the green eyes that you see on the Krayt right here. And what I did is that since this thing has 6 legs, it actually uses these 4 legs for propulsion and locomotion, basically walking around. And then it has these front limbs right here that would actually be used for grabbing, tearing, and also hunting its prey. Now, just like the Greater Krayt, the Canyon Krayt, or the juvenile, will have the ability to spit highly corrosive stomach acid out of its mouth that it uses to both attack its prey and also to attack intruders that may either encroach onto its territory or creatures that try to attack it. Because a lot of times, Canyon Krayts are actually more seen as pests than anything else, because the younger Krayts do not necessarily have the infamous Krayt Dragon pearls that the Greater Krayts are always known for. But check that out. So you've got the baby and the dad right there. Look at that. That's pretty crazy. So as the Krayt gets older, it grows more teeth. It has a lot more detail. The horns become more refined. It has bigger plates. But still has the same idea. And then look, I even did the same thing with the tail. You see the little tail on the end there? Did the same thing right there. So as you can see, the tails are exactly the same. Man, this one was fun to make, because this one was more of a, concept video. This is not, actually, we don't know what the Canyon Krayt actually looks like. We only know it from the expanded universe, from the Star Wars, from the, I guess the Legends is what they call it now, but I still call it the EU, the expanded universe. And the Canyon Krayts have been seen in many books, especially like the Book of Boba Fett. There was a Canyon Krayt in that book. And, so let's go ahead and put you down right here. There we go. Let's put the tail right here. Bend the head up a little bit. There we go. So there you have it, guys. Guys and gals, viewers and subscribers. Here are my Krayt Dragons. God, these are cool creatures, man. These are some of the creatures that only have recently been expanded thanks to Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau with them and their design department and everything that's going on at Lucasfilm with the Mandalorian right now. Whatever you guys are doing, you're doing it right. And apparently, I can't believe it, but let me grab something real quick just to talk about the Mandalorian and the way I sort of feel about it. I have this sitting on my shelf. This is my vintage carbonized Cara Dune. I bought this a while back because it was said that Cara Dune was not going to be on the show anymore, but it turns out Disney has changed their minds. I can't believe it either. We'll see what happens, but I have this figure because Cara Dune was one of my favorite characters in the whole show. I love Gina Carano, man. She's awesome. So I bought this figure just as a sort of a tribute to her. This is the Kenner, the original Kenner, carbonized figure. But I hear that these figures are going back. They're going to be back in production thanks to Hasbro. So we'll see if that's the case. For now, it's only a rumor, but I've even heard that they're going to bring her back and they're even going to possibly give her an Emmy for her performance, which is absolutely amazing because she did do a good job. I mean, that's with all of them. That's with Pedro Pascal. That's with all of them. Heck, I would even say Bill Burr. He actually did a good job with his one scene, or his one episode that he was in. But I will not give too many spoilers of The Mandalorian. If you're a fan of The Mandalorian, you already know. But if you're not, just go watch the show. All the episodes from seasons 1 and 2 are available on Disney+. So either get a Disney Plus account, or you can also just find someone that knows about it, or find someone that has an account and go watch it there. It's worth a watch. The Mandalorian is the one show that I say from Disney that it's definitely worth a watch. And with Gina Carano coming back and everything sort of going back to normal with the show, because there was a lot of rockiness going on with the show. I'm so glad to see that the show is returning to normal, especially with what happened at the end of Season 2. I cannot wait to see where they go next. And it'll be interesting to see where they go, and who knows? Now this Krayt Dragon, we may not see this one again, but it would be interesting if they ever went back to Tatooine again and came in contact with a Canyon Krayt, huh? I think that would be an awesome take, to see a Krayt Dragon, but it's faster, more menacing, and still has all of the incredible attributes as the Greater Krayt, but just in a much smaller and faster scale. I think that would be such a cool, that'd be such an amazing thing to see, but you know, one can speculate, one can see, and hey, Disney, if you're watching, hey, use this as inspiration if you want. Lucasfilm, if you're watching this, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, if you guys are watching this, use this as inspiration if you want. I gotta admit, your designs have inspired me, so hey, maybe vice versa. But check it out, man. It's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff coming in the future. Especially, we've got the Book of Boba Fett coming out in December. That's gonna be cool to watch. And the actor, goodness, I can't remember his name. his name is very New Zealand. He's a Kiwi. But with that, that's the end of the video. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to leave a like down below. And remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss the next video. If you wish to contribute to the channel, I have a paypal.me, so you can go check that down with the link below. And I also have an Etsy store where I do sell merch. I have these 3 pins for sale. I have my first edition Watermark, my original pin, and my Gargantuan pin. I hand make all of these. And with these, there's only 20 of them. So get them while you can. And with that, that concludes the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you on the next Sculpture Showcase.